Okay, it looks like we are ready to get started. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm Amanda Garcia, and I am the program director for the Digital Design Program. And just a couple of things before we get started. If you have any questions, there is a Q&A box that you can type your questions in, or you can put them in the chat as well. So those are located on the bottom of your screen. If you mouse over the bottom of your screen, you can see Q&A as well as chat. So feel free to chat me at any time. I'll keep an eye on it. So if we're looking at a slide and you have questions specifically about that slide, I definitely don't mind addressing those as we go. So please feel free to ask questions as we jump through this. So once again, I'm Amanda Garcia. I'm the program director. I've been at Tulane a little over 2 years, and during my time here, it's been part of my mission is to revamp the digital design program. So I'm very excited to tell you about this program. We put a lot of hard work into making sure that the courses, the faculty, everything that you're getting from this program is going to align with workforce need. And we're going to jump into that a little bit more. But my background really is in graphic design and environmental design. I also am a designer by trade. So everything that I am also bringing my own insights into this program, and everything that we're implementing aligns to what I know to be true in the real world application as well. We also have Miss Brittany here with us today. Hey, Brittany, do you want to introduce yourself and tell our attendees kind of your role?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Brittany Handel, and I am the advisor for the Digital Design Program. So if you are an undergrad, you're coming here to get your bachelor's, you'll be meeting with me pretty often to make sure you're following the curriculum and make sure you're meeting your graduation requirements. A little bit about me: I was born and raised in New Orleans. I will probably never leave. I'm active in the city. So if you are new to the city or you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Great, thank you. All right, so a little bit about Tulane SOPA. So Tulane itself was founded in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana, and we offered our first continuing education courses in 1886. So it was very close to the founding of the university that our school was formed. And our commitment to adult learners, as well as non-traditional students, has lasted over 130 years. We were also founded as an outreach division of Tulane with a mission to offer courses to teachers. And although our focus has shifted greatly, and now we offer courses to traditional students right out of high school, as well as our non-traditional students, our commitment to education is the same, it's remained the same. So we have different ways that you can take courses here at Tulane SOPA. So we have either full-time or part-time coursework, so you don't have to be a full-time student to matriculate through our program. You can take those courses either 100% online, which we are moving our coursework online. So right now we will maintain the on-ground courses, the in-person courses, but then we will also have an option for online courses for our entire program within the next 12 months. And we're starting to add those online courses little by little. So we, once again, if you're interested in taking courses online or remotely, those are growing. We are offering those as we speak, and then we're adding more and more courses from our curriculum online. We do have on-campus courses. We have 3 beautiful design labs, as well as a workspace and a printing lab. So that's 5 spaces total for you to use at our Elmwood campus. And so we have 3 different labs, one each designated for each track. So one is our graphic design lab, one is our interactive UX UI lab, and one is our game art lab. And so each of these labs has the correct software and tools that you need to be successful in that track for things that you would need to know also after graduation in the workforce. And then we have a combination of online and on ground. So these are called hybrid courses where you can actually sit in a classroom here physically, but then there will also be students who are coming in virtually. And then we also have the option for you to take some courses on ground and some courses online, just depending on what works for your schedule. And then we also have night classes. So we do have daytime classes, but then we also have night classes. And so those courses start after 6 p.m. So those are studio courses that are 6 to 8:40 for our design studio, as well as your core requirements are offered after 5 as well. That way you can, if first say you're a full-time working professional, you can still maintain your career and also take courses online or after hours to work with your schedule. So a little bit about digital design. So our goal for the program really is to bridge the gap, like this slide says, between what we're learning and the art and the design side with the technology side. So all of our courses are incorporating design thinking, critical thinking, hand skills. We also have a fine art fundamentals course. So if you need to brush up on your color theory and hand skills, we also have that course available for you. And you're more than welcome to take electives within the liberal arts school that has those fine art courses as well, if you're interested. So our program really focuses on building your portfolio, getting you ready to graduate and jump into the workforce, and make sure that you are fully prepared with all of the portfolio pieces that you need, your resume, your personal brand, your personal portfolio website. All of those things are really important to us as you move through the program to make sure that you're successful after you graduate. So these are the 3 tracks that we talked about earlier. So first is our graphic design track. So this is for students who are interested in going into things like packaging design, print design, advertising, designing logos, designing billboards, designing books, book jackets, all of those things. So that's really what the graphic design track will prepare you for. There are a list of courses here for you to look at. We do have history of graphic design, typography. We have specific courses in software that we know that you're going to need to be successful in this field. And then we also have some really great design studio courses that are very rigorous that'll help you really dig in and work on some bigger multidisciplinary projects, which is really fun. We also have our game art and animation track. So this is if you're interested in going into the gaming field. We're really focusing on the art and animation side of creating games. There are many other, believe it or not, I learned this recently as we're developing this program, but there's many facets to the gaming field, right? So we chose to focus specifically on art and animation. So you can learn things about environmental modeling, creating characters, concept art, visual storytelling, modularity, all of these things. So if you're interested in those career paths within the gaming field, this is the right program for you. And then we also have our interactive track. So in interactive, you're really going to be working heavily in UX and UI. So that's user experience design and user interface design. It's heavy on research. So really understanding how the user is going to use these different platforms, whether it's an app that you're going to design or a web app or some sort of other wearable technology app, etc. So that's really what that track is focusing on. So if you're interested in websites, digital apps for the phone or tablet, that's the right track for you. Okay, so we have 2 different ways that you can earn degrees in this track. So the first is getting your bachelor's. So the BA, or Bachelor of Arts in Digital Design, you do have to complete 120 credit hours. That's a national standard. And 42 of those credits is specifically in digital design. And then you also have a handful of other elective courses that we offer in the digital design track as well to help kind of round out your experience. And then for the post-bac, so if you already have a bachelor's degree and you're interested in pursuing another degree to help you grow the content area of your field. So for example, if you're working in marketing and you already have an undergraduate degree, let's say in marketing or communication, but you realize that you really need graphic design skills to advance in your career, you could get what we call a post-bac certificate or post-baccalaureate certificate. And that is 10 courses. So it's 30 credit hours. It typically takes our students about 2 years to complete, whereas the bachelor's is about 4 years. So the post-bac certificate is 10 courses within one of those tracks that you're interested in. And let's say you're interested in interactive design and graphic design, you can work on those 2 certificates at the same time and earn both of those at the same time. And this is really something where Brittany and myself will sit down with you and we'll go through your career goals, really understanding what do you want to do after completing these degrees, and we can help kind of guide you on the best path. Another question along this slide that we get a lot is, well, I already have a bachelor's, but it's in English. It's a completely unrelated field. So what we usually tell students is you can get another bachelor's and we can apply credits from your other bachelor program into this one. We can take up to 60 credits from your other bachelor's degree we can't guarantee that we can take all 60, but we can accept up to 60 if they align and if it's accredited and all sorts of things. But that's something, once again, to consider if you already have a bachelor's, but it's in a completely unrelated field and you're interested in going into one of these other fields. If you want more than just the post-bac, think about doing a second bachelor's, and we can talk more about that individually. Great. I'm going to kick this to Brittany and let her take over from here. And she's going to talk more about student experience and how to apply.
Hey, everybody. So SOPA offers a lot of opportunities to get more experience in the design field beyond just the classroom. Aside from our faculty being, well renowned across the country, we also have speakers that come in. We have AIGA, which is, Amanda, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what the acronym stands for.
Yeah, no, it's American Institute of Graphic Artists. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And they meet often. That group on campus is always around the Elmwood campus doing out other students. So, you're getting a lot of help from the faculty, from students who have been in the field for many years. It's more than just what you're getting in the classroom. It's a lot of hands-on. You're working with industry rock stars, as we have listed on here, and that's not to be taken lightly. These are people who are very well known in the field. So student support and success, I would be your academic advisor. So we've already kind of discussed what my role would be. But we also offer a lot of other avenues of success for students, and that includes career advising. SOPA has our very own career advisor, Cynthia Washington. She can work with you one-on-one to build your resume. She can help you with interviewing, even looking for jobs, being connected to alumni. She's great at what she does, and I would highly, highly recommend you meet with her at least once during your time here at SOPA. Again, we have expert faculty. If you're, working in the field now and you run into a situation that you need some guidance on, please don't hesitate to run to the faculty. They love working with the students, especially as they're navigating the career side of things outside of the classroom. And the network of Tulane alumni. Tulane has a huge alumni network. You can be connected to there automatically when you sign up through the Alumni Center when you graduate, and you'll automatically be put into that alumni network. But if you're ever in need of a job, or you're looking to be connected to someone within a specific field, Tulane has a huge, huge alumni network. And Cynthia Washington can help you get connected with that. I can help you get connected with that. So please feel free to reach out when it comes to that. All right, credits for prior learning. So as Amanda Garcia, the program director, mentioned earlier, for the undergraduate, you need 120 credits for that bachelor's degree. That is a nation average. So anywhere you go to earn a bachelor's degree, you're gonna need 120 credits. I know that seems like a lot. And for a lot of our students, they have been working in the field. They have not been students for a long time, but they have a lot of industry background, military training, things like that. You can get credit for prior learning. You can earn up to 24 credits through prior learning. We have 3 different ways to do that. That's portfolio assessment. So if you've been working in the graphic design field and you're an expert at Illustrator and Photoshop, you may be able to build a portfolio to test out of those required courses and earn credits for those courses. You can also take a couple of exams. We offer a few different ones. We have like an intro to sociology exam, where if you take it and pass it, you would get the 3 credits for an intro to sociology course. And there's a couple of different options for that. So definitely talk to your academic advisor if that's what you're interested in doing. And also military training. We do accept up to 12 credits from military training. So even if you took some classes that maybe don't correspond directly to something that we offer here at Tulane, we can still accept those credits. So please reach out to your advisor about that. Applying. So you can apply. I think the website is tulane.sopa/apply. I believe that's it, Maddie, if you wanted to type it in the chat for everyone. Applying is really easy. It takes maybe 20 minutes tops. You start your application. There's a $40 application fee for undergraduates that will be waived for anyone who is on the webinar currently. You need to have a clear copy of a photo ID, and you need to email your transcripts. And I'm going to put the email address for that. You can send that to soparecords@tulane.edu. You can send any transcripts there. It's a super easy process. If you have any questions at all during the application process, you can call our main line and anyone would be more than happy to walk you through it. Application deadline, so for summer is going to be May 15th, so you've got a little bit of time to get those summer applications in. Fall, you have even more time. That's not until August 15th. So definitely keep these deadlines in mind. If you haven't applied for spring, but you're maybe trying to get in at the last minute, there might still be a couple of days that we can work on some things. So reach out to me ASAP if you fall under that umbrella. Tuition and financial aid. So undergraduate tuition, $474 a credit. That is about a third the cost of Newcomb Tulane tuition. So just something to keep in mind. So if the tuition is about a third of the cost of regular Newcomb Tulane, we're looking at about $474 credit. We do have financial aid available, and that is through federal loans and grants. And also for active duty military, veterans, teachers, and first responders, we do have some tuition discount programs available. Are there any questions from any of our attendees? You can use the Q&A panel, you can jump on and ask, whatever works. All right, well, if there aren't any questions, I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. You can also call our main line. You can also reach out to the program director, Dr. Garcia. Her email and phone number are right there as well. Well, thank you, everyone.